We are over at Springhouse Gardens answering all of your questions today about crepe myrtles. Many of you all out there have submitted your questions to Ask Amber at bluegrasshg.tv, and we are addressing them now. So everything we need to know about crepe myrtles, this might take a little bit.
Well, it might. It might take 2 segments. Everybody loves crepe myrtles, especially if they go down south and vacation in South Carolina, Alabama.
They come back wanting them
Georgia.
in their yard.
Absolutely, and we get lots and lots of questions. Do crepe myrtles grow here in Kentucky? They do great. And some of them will get as big as this one. This one's been in our display garden for about 12 to 13 years, and it's about 15 feet tall. So yes, they can grow tall here in central Kentucky. The thing that you have to remember is that if we have a severe winter, we haven't had a super cold winter, you know, in the past 5 years or so. But if it gets really cold with temperatures down below 0, -10, -20, we can get.
Now you're not even talking nice.
Well, I know, but it's possible here in central Kentucky. If we do, a crepe myrtle that is a tree one year will die back to the ground, and you'll have to remove all of that dead wood down to the ground, but the roots are still alive, and it will come back up and become a tree again. So, I mean, they're perfectly root hardy in central Kentucky. You just have to be aware that they might not stay as a tree. So if you're trying to choose a small tree for your garden, a crepe myrtle is a good choice as long as you're okay with it maybe becoming a shrub, you know,
and
after a cold
taking some time
winter.
back. Yeah.
Right. They do grow back rather quickly though, so it's nothing that you have to worry too much about. But there's all kinds of different sizes and types of crepe myrtles, and we'll get into that one in the next segment. But for the tree forms, look for the hardiest ones. There's several in central Kentucky that are really good. Natchez is a really good white. If you like lavender, look for Muskogee.
I love this color.
Yeah, this is the watermelon pink color. Lots
so
of people love this one, and there's several that are like this that are going to be the tree form. But if you don't have room for something that can eventually get 12 to 15 feet tall, you might look at some of the other forms, and we'll talk about those in a few minutes. The best place for any crepe myrtle is in the full sun, well-drained soils, and a little bit of protection if you can, which means something that's protected from the cold winter winds. So keep it closer to the house where it gets a lot of good solar exposure.
And real quick, when's the best time to plant one?
The best time is going to be sometime during the active growing season, mid-summer into the early fall.
Okay, so it's not too late.
It's not too late to plant them, but you want to get them in the ground here fairly soon.
All right, in the meantime, if people have questions, Richard.
Come out and see us at Springhouse Gardens, 185 West Catnip Hill Road, just 4 miles south of Man o' War Boulevard, just off of Harrisburg Road.
All right.